Hello, Buckeye Nation! My name is Lisa, and I'm the gal behind Buckeye Football Fangirl. Football is back in full swing, and we are heading into Game 2. This next game, we have a duel coming up with the Oregon Ducks, and it is shaping up to be a very intriguing game. It's time to get hyped. I was really looking forward to the Buckeye Ducks game last year, and like most of you, was crushed when COVID wrecked everything that was normal and good about football. But thank you, Jesus, this game is still on this year. But before we get into all that jazz, let's take a quick minute to look back at our first game against the Golden Gophers. And oh my goodness, what a game. Our guys have worked so hard, and it showed. Yes, it felt a bit rocky as a fan, watching with my heart on the sleeve, and at the same time, there were so many flashes of excellence during the game, it is impossible not to be excited for the rest of this season. Our Buckeyes had to persevere to win this game. I went through all the cliches during the game, pulling out my hair, chewing my nails, texting furiously, then throwing my phone down and not wanting to look at it. All the feels were there. We were all high on life after that first touchdown of the game. Chop to the house. Then, after a stop on defense, this tweet by Jeremiah sums up how we were all feeling. OSU has had a drive on both offense and defense, and I am already calling it. This is the greatest OSU team in history. Unfortunately, after another field goal, it started to get a little bit scary for us, with the Golden Gophers picking up momentum and taking over the lead. Let's just say, Buckeye fans do not do well when the Buckeyes are behind. You'd think the sky was falling or something. At this point, I could definitely relate to Melissa's tweet. Well, it wouldn't be an Ohio State football game without me twirling my hair out of nervousness. Thank goodness for halftime adjustments. Now, you might not yet know Courtney Burton, but as she puts it in her tweet, listen all, I have to say, outfit changes at halftime haven't failed me yet. Coach Day and I both making big adjustments at the half. Thank you, Courtney, so much for your contributions, because the second half definitely turned around. Starting out with Olave doing Olave things, as Buckeye Zone 6 puts it. That was followed by touchdown Garrett Wilson. Then swipey the ball, swipey the ball, swipey the ball. Now this is a direct quote from Zach Harrison after the game. That strip sack from Harrison and the Haskell Garrett scoop and score was beautiful. You just love to see plays like that. And oh my goodness, that touchdown scurry into the end zone by TreVeyon Henderson. I'll take some more of that. The Buckeyes walked out of that game 1-0. After taking us on quite a thrill ride. And I saw more CJ Stroud slander than I am okay with, because I agree with OT Buckeye. CJ Stroud weathered the storm, and he deserves all the credit in the world. As Quincy Avery reminds us, and he should know, do folks know how hard it is as a quarterback to start a game off struggling in your first start, then have the mental toughness to get back on track and lead a come-from-behind victory? Yep, CJ Stroud deserves all the credit in my book. Okay, let's talk a little bit about this upcoming clash on the 11th, which, by the way, is one of my best friend's birthdays. Happy birthday, Julie. I know you all are nervous about this game after what you saw on defense during our Minnesota game. And I'll say it now, don't be. Out of the 9 times Ohio State has played Oregon in the past, they have won, well, all 9 of them. So things are looking pretty good there. I live on the West Coast currently, which means that I know a lot of Ducks fans. And I promise you, they're all way more nervous than you are about this game. Oregon has been recruiting the best in the Pac-12, and their roster does show it, so it will be a good game. But I'm confident that our Buckeyes will have time to smooth over the bumps that we saw while they were playing Minnesota. The Ducks are led by head coach Mario Cristobal. He has spent time in the college football coaching ranks at Miami, Rutgers, Florida International University, and Alabama before landing at Oregon in 2017. A fun fact about him is that he actually went through a 2-year application process to become a U.S. Secret Service agent. He was offered the job and committed to it before he changed his mind and decided to stick with coaching. Cristobal has brought with him a very competitive culture built on physicality and relentlessness. The Oregon O-line was completely new in 2020, and all are coming back after 1 year together. Some of the top players to keep an eye on during the game will be Anthony Brown Jr. He is a 6th-year super senior quarterback who transferred from Boston College last year. He won the starting job after a fierce quarterback competition this past summer. He's said to be a dual-threat gunslinging player and plays a very focused and detailed game. Someone else to know is Mycah Pittman, who is a junior and their go-to wide receiver. Pittman is poised and ready to take advantage of NIL with 60,000 followers on YouTube, 10,000 followers on Twitch, and collaborations set up with Gary Vee. Impressive. Beyond all that, he is a smart receiver who has battled through injuries and seems to be heading into his breakout season. Kayvon Thibodeaux is perhaps the most well-known Ducks player. He is a 3rd-year sophomore and an explosive defensive end who actually is moving this year into the outside linebacker position. He was a top recruit in Oregon and is one of the best defenders in the country who has a lot of energy and is known for bullying the offensive line. All that, and he's also predicted to be the top edge player taken in this upcoming 2022 draft. Another player we'll likely see a lot of is Noah Sewell. He's a linebacker and is the younger brother of Penei Sewell, who also played for the Ducks and was the 7th pick of the draft this year. He can squeeze into the small gaps and can be absolutely destructive on the field. Another linebacker to know is Justin Babyman Flowe. Rolling with that nickname since he was 6. He's said to be every coach's dream linebacker and is known for body slamming people into the turf. Ouch! He unfortunately suffered from a season-ending knee injury last season and is back and hungry to contribute this year. The last person that I'm going to mention today is Mykael Wright. Wright is a cornerback who is also a special teams contributor. He has logged 98 and 100-yard kickoff returns. He's supposed to be a top cornerback this year and is known for his high energy play, his explosiveness, and his fluid hips, making it easy for him to change directions while he's running. These Ducks will likely give our Buckeyes a good run for their money. It'll be extremely fun to see how our talented offensive line holds off the playmakers on Oregon's defense. However, I agree with Matt Kay when he tweeted that I truly believe Ohio State dominates Oregon next Saturday. I just don't see how Oregon is able to go toe-to-toe with Ohio State's athleticism. I am predicting a Buckeye victory, and while I think Oregon will put up some points against us, I think our explosive offense will put up more. Fingers crossed that we get those starters back who were missing for the Minnesota game. I think the Buckeyes will be just fine. I agree with Love Jim Harbaugh when he tweeted, guys, this is one of the most talented OSU teams of all time. Line, receivers, RBs, Miyan and Henderson, they are all elite and the best in the nation. CJ is going to be elite. Couldn't have scripted a harder first start. Prime time, away, conference game, also pouring rain. He's good. I am stoked for this game against Oregon, and I think it's going to be all good. Now, segueing into the last part of my show, this super rad business that I am featuring this week is Unincorporated Coffee Roasters. Now, this is the part of the show where I call out businesses that either make dope Ohio State products or just offer great all-around gifts. I'm not getting paid for this, and I am not an official partner with any of these businesses. Unincorporated Coffee Roasters fits into the awesome gifts category, as the coffee that they craft is honestly one of the best I've tasted. For anyone who doesn't know, I'm a Buckeye fan who was born and bred in Ohio, but I now reside on the West Coast in LA. I stumbled upon Unincorporated Coffee Roasters during one of my weekend coffee jaunts. Now, I am a bona fide coffee snob. I'm not even gonna try to deny it. So it takes a lot for me to give a rave review like this about coffee. Not only was the taste of the coffee superb, but the way that they run their business and their branding is something that I can get behind. I mean, look at that logo. Case in point, they truly get to know their coffee growers, like Doña Romelia Sanchez Gomez, a female farmer from Guatemala. They're currently offering the Doña Romelia roast in their coffee subscription club, which they offer so that you can enjoy sexy fresh coffee from the comfort of your own home. You can join their coffee club or purchase individual bags of coffee by going to unincorporated.coffee. All right, folks, that's all I got for you today. I'll see you on the other side of the Oregon game. Oh,